come to a place where we resolve. Maybe let it go sometimes helps us to get there. Just that overriding thought. Let it go. It could even include the let it go for us men to, you want to shed tears? Let it go. Let it come. Cry. Be broken. Be hurt. Because you have to deal with things which the normal man has got not even the smallest clue to deal with in life. Really. I talk with many, many people in a day. I sit with them, journey with them, listen to their life stories. I'm very interested to help them, love them. And I hear stories, and I know men are. If women knew how men are, they wouldn't believe me. Say, no, it's not true. Ma'am, it is true. We're different. We're often stupid. We're often silly. We're often so not rational, although we are defined as being more rational. And if you can have grace for that, you can go a long way. I so love that little video snip that you placed on the Facebook page. I was also flabbergasted, where they asked the parents, who would you like to have dinner with? You must go and watch it. But in any case, they relate the story now. What about Nelson Mandela? Have him at the dinner table. Or, one lady said Justin Bieber. My husband said, no way, he's not coming into my house. But very famous people that made an impression in the world, made a difference. And then they brought the kids in. They put the parents in a different room in front of the TV monitors. Asked the kids, who would you like to have a nice supper or lunch with? They said, my mother, my dad, our family. It's not one of them that mentions this great important person. These are the great important people in their lives. Us. You stand tall for the children that you have and the person that you are for those children. There is so much greatness in being just a mother or a father of these children. Just loving them irrespective. Deep down in the beginning, you wanted them to be different. You grow to a place where you say, I love you just the way you are. You can't say my name, but I love you. I want to hold you, I want to hug you, I want to dance with you, I want to kiss you in your neck. I want to whisper words of love over you. I love you. You as a parent, I don't like comparison, but I think you stand tall. Even taller. Just for what you have to embrace in this life. And as I say, in a givenness, you wouldn't have chosen this. Would have said, let this cup pass me by. I often think I share in the suffering of Christ in some way, in that. There's a cup that I want to pass me by. Let this cup pass me by. You've no choice. My will not be done here. His will is done. Let me give you the broader picture of that cup, just for interest's sake. When the Romans captured, this is the framework I believe Jesus was in when he prayed that prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane. That was the historical context as well. So he prays, Father, let this cup pass me by, but not my will, your will. And he sweat blood to pray that prayer. Now the historical context of that cup is the Romans would capture and overcome another nation in war. And what they would do with the people left of that nation is that they would march them through the streets in Roman cities and ridicule them, kick them, spit on them, swear at them, hit them with stuff. But they would really ridicule that nation, those that are left after the war. But in this procession, what they would do was to arrange them from the most prominent person that was left of that nation, taking the front left position of this procession. Then the second most prominent position of the people left in that nation. Third, fourth, till at the back you get the lowest ranked plebs, so to speak, sorry for that word, of people left of that nation. And they would march them through these streets, ridicule them. But at some point in time in this procession, what the commander of the Roman armies would do was to come up with a chalice, a cup, full of deadly poison. And he would hand it to the person front left. In other words, the highest ranking person. That person would take a sip, and he had to hand it on the cup to the next person. He wouldn't walk 5 steps, and he would drop dead of the intensity of that poison. The next guy the same, he would drink a sip, pass it on to the next guy. And they would die in this procession. Now it often happens that this chalice would go around, they never fill it twice. But this chalice would go around till the last person drank. And he dropped dead, and there was no drop left of that poison. And they set the rest free and say, go home. You're free now. If in the rare occasion there was a king that really loved his people, and he had to walk in that procession, and he was great, he would take that cup and empty the cup alone and die, and the rest of the people would be set free. So when Jesus was wrestling in the garden, that was the mindset. Let me drink the cup. I don't want to. I'm sweating blood to let your will be done. But I will drink that cup, me alone, so that all after me would be set free. That's the kind of freedom that you and I live in. That's the kind of freedom you and I can bring to one another when we're married, for instance. I know it sounds too high, too far. No, wow, I can't drink that cup. You can drink it for her. You can. And you can drink it for him. You can. And we can drink it for one another. So that freedom can come to another. And in that freedom, we will celebrate and share with them their freedom because of the sacrifice we've made. And we can drink. You can drink that cup for your child. You already drink that cup for your children. And in drinking that, you bring them freedom. You drink that cup, and you drink that cup, and you, and you, and you. And I believe I too. Because deep down, that is the desire in your heart. To give the best to those you love. You might not succeed all the time. You might not get it right every day. But that's who you are. People might not even know that. They might not even appreciate that. They're oblivious sometimes of the journey you have embarked on for them. I'm fine with where she is. You can be fine. It's okay. It's good where she is. We're amazing. We're beautiful. You're amazing. You're amazing parents. Your children will survive. In their brokenness, they will become. We are all on this journey busy in a process of becoming. They will become everything they are meant to be. Sometimes a very scary thought. I know for me, Dylan is 20. He's never going to leave home. There's no prognosis because there's no diagnosis for what's his condition. Matthew the same. If he dies at 30, 20, 40, 50, I don't know. Same for you. Some of you are thinking, when they leave school, what the heck then? Some of you might not be there, just thinking, what when they go to a different school, or what when this happens? Your perseverance up to this point has built character in you that you might not be aware of, but let me tell you, it's there. It's a foundation so strong that you will not be shaken. But even if you are shaken, you will survive that. And you will become what you are called to become. And you will be who you are. And you will walk in your own footsteps. So my world wrapped up in the whole thing of identity. Your identity is established in Him. Cannot be altered, cannot be taken away, cannot be demolished.